from Daytona International Speedway and a sold-out crowd. The biggest race you can win. It's opening day for NASCAR. We're live where it all began, Daytona Beach, Florida, and our continuing coverage on the expanded coverage a little early on the pre-race as we gear up for America's best drivers in the 68th running of the Great American Race. And this place, the scene where dreams, drama, and destiny will play out. And you never know what big star is showing up or what's going on. And Bart will be getting things started, waving the green flag. Kids, stay tuned for that. We're live on Fox from Daytona.
Dirty hands ain't made for shaking. Ain't a rule that ain't worth breaking. Well, I'm giving up on love. 'Cause love's giving up on me.
Drivers, start your engines!
And in front of a packed house in Daytona, here they come. Bart Simpson with the green flag. And the 68th Daytona 500 takes the green flag. Right there in turn number 4 was where Dale Earnhardt had his fatal crash, and ever since, the track and NASCAR, Richard Childress Racing, everyone with 3 fingers in the air and a silent salute to the Intimidator, the 1998 Daytona 500 winner.
All those manufacturers being all over the place. They're mixed up. We haven't found our dancing partners yet. The only ones that I truly see there are like, oh, we got a wreck. BJ McLeod's around.
McLeod,
right there, tires down.
Who raced his way into the 500 Thursday night after Anthony Alfredo was disqualified in tech inspection. Part-time driver, part-time team.
That wheel looks like it was loose, Clint.
And William Byron back here behind McLeod. McLeod goes around to 40, hits the wall too. Justin Allgaier, he hits it, but you see with that right front, William Byron hitting pretty hard, and then you'll see in the back lower right with Noah having a lot of trouble with his left rear. It can happen fast, and that's a product of starting in the back.
Well, and these are the types of things that you just can't plan for. You want to control all the things that you can control, but in William Byron's case, it's a tough scenario. You saw some smoke.
See it on fire under
some
there.
Smoke right there out of the 78 car, and then boom, around goes that car.
Whatever that was, it blew the tire out.
And from the Hendrick pit box, Jeff Gordon.
William Byron been to pit road 3 times already under this caution. First 2 times was to work on the toe, make sure that they try to get that as straight as possible, and then there was a little bit of damage repair as well. He did say it's wandering just a little bit as he got back up to speed.
They probably can go somewhere around lap, maybe around lap 50, somewhere in that neighborhood, maybe 55.
That's not an on-purpose pit. It's going to merge back on. That is Keselowski. Maybe, I think he got loose off of 4, had trouble, Kevin.
Watch the 6.
Kyle Busch way sideways, got into him. Holy cow, what a save.
But Kyle Busch did exactly what you're talking about, Clint. He just got loose right there.
That's that win factor off of 4 that they were all talking about. That's as big as it gets, folks.
Ryan Blaney's view here.
Yeah, and that 6 car being inside right there kept him from spinning out, in my opinion.
That's a lot of everybody being patient right there, giving a little bit needed.
And these cars will do that when you're in the middle like that.
And those 4 cars left pit road, not in a tight pack. In fact,
you got Byron in the wall again, guys.
24, Byron.
He's in trouble. He hit it hard. I think it was a pretty good push there.
Oh,
Boy, that was a push gone wrong. Shane Van Gisbergen got into the back of Byron there.
Well, he couldn't really check up because he got a big push too.
Yeah. Well, we know how tight this fuel window is, and there is definitely some reward if you make it to the end of this stage when you talk about those points and everything that goes with it. But man, it just makes my heart beat fast sitting up here right now. The risk that it takes and where it puts you to win the Daytona 500.
Stage 1. We'll go to the driver from California, Zane Smith. His first career stage win.
Look at this, guys. How close were they pushing it? This close. Now they are getting pushed. 4 car ran out of gas. Noah Gragson.
Now right behind him, that 88 is Connor Zilisch. Probably the most heralded rookie to come to NASCAR Cup Series since Jeff Gordon, as he battles for the lead. Right there in the middle is the 19-year-old, first teenage racer in the Daytona 500. Oh, trouble! Around goes Briscoe, Zilisch, Ty Gibbs.
Austin Dillon, big hit into the side of Briscoe. You saw those cars dancing around. We talked about Chastain. Zilisch bounced off that car twice, and I think it kind of got him moving around, and behind him moving around. Car got squirrely, got a little bit loose up off the corner. They touch again. Rest is history. Watch Austin Dillon. Boom! Big shot into Briscoe down low.
Looked like Chastain got into Cody Ware and sent them spinning.
You see the 34 car at the end, big hit. And it looked like, I can't tell if Connor was coming up the racetrack to side draft or Justin was going down, but regardless, it stacked him up, and Ross Chastain got into the right front of Cody Ware. And when you hit the right front of these cars, it just immediately hangs a left.
Austin Dillon with nowhere to go.
A lot of damage on a 3 car. A lot of movement with Zilisch. That's the first time. Second time, you see him starting to move around, trying to avoid it.
Boy, and if you're Johnny Morris, when you have your cars, what are the odds of your cars running into each other like that?
Couldn't see him. Lost him in the smoke, huh?
Nothing he can do about that.
His lap. I love this angle where you can really see the momentum shifts go from the outside to the inside.
Oh, goes Allgaier around, and he takes Gilliland with him, and they pile up behind him.
Denny Hamlin pulled up in front of him, wasn't clear, not clear. A little bit lackadaisical, it looked like to me, on his block to the outside. We'll have to go back and look. Leaves a half a lane open and tries a little bit lazy with that block up. Denny tried to squeeze in there, it didn't work. A lot of cars tore up in this one, guys.
Gilliland's 34 got hit at least 3 different times.
You see right there, I mean, once Hamlin gets in that position and goes for it on the outside, now he's got them all stacked up behind him and he's pushing. The 40 is a little bit slow with that block. That's all it takes, happens that fast.
Denny Hamlin, the Toyota Racing Cam. All right, we will roll under caution to the end of stage number 2. Bubba Wallace will be the second stage winner over Ryan Blaney, Kyle Busch, John Hunter Nemechek, and Riley Herbst after a 20-car pileup that begins right here at the front of the field.
All right, Corey, I want you to hold your position. I want you to hold your position using as little throttle as possible, but I do not want to run 40% and float back halfway. You do all you can to stay where you're at with as little throttle as you can.
Remember, this third stage is 5 laps longer than the previous 2 stages.
You can see that they're doing that because the pack is gridlocked all the way back through there. Look over to lap times 48.90. That's a second off of where they were before. We know we've seen the pack do a 46, way off the pace right there. So great management of collecting all 3 cars 3 wide on the front row and slowing this pack down.
Now look in the middle row. 5 cars back. That's the 6 of Brad Keselowski, and he's not happy with this current state of events.
I think we got to tell all these guys in our lane, let's go. Chris can push him out. We've got all these Fords right here. It's time. We're in the fuel window. Let's go. It's our only play. If we can't make it either way, all they hope is the yellow. And we need track position if that happens. So round up off. We're not going to go anywhere. There's 3 Toyota roadblocks.
Roadblocks, he says. Elliott will not come with him. He moves up to the middle, which is now the inside lane, as 4 Toyotas, just 4.
And Denny Hamlin did not come with them either, so we only have 4 Toyotas on pit road.
Now this last group did a lot better job, in my opinion.
Well, they're going to get past.
Well, I know, but there's a lot of them, and they have some
They got to get around
here.
They got to get around to the corner before they can come off the bottom of the racetrack.
Very valid. The rule is until you're off before, you got to stay on the yellow line while they move up and try to block this.
Yeah, and right now I think they feel like that the pace is probably just too great to just pull up there.
Keselowski with Busch are teammates, that green and white Ford and the orange one behind it, as they chase Joey Logano.
Yeah, Blaney threw the Hail Mary to try to get them to slow down, and now you see Joey Logano doing the same thing. They split him with the bottom and the top lane. Totally messes up the guys that were in the middle lane because they had nowhere to go.
Don't forget, this McDowell's looking for a caution. He still is your leader, folks. Hasn't pitted yet. He needs a caution quick, and there it is. Not yet. Is it out? 20's in trouble. Right front damage, big time.
Hard hit for Denny Hamlin and Christopher Bell.
No caution yet.
Caution.
There it is.
He's going to get in the back of Denny Hamlin and shoot him into the right side of Christopher Bell. Man, John Hunter Nemechek got lucky he didn't get hooked in the left rear, but that was just a push gone wrong from the 67 car there of Corey Heim. See it right there? He's just off center.
Yeah, exactly.
Got to be centered if you're going to push on those cars, and he's off center right there.
Wow.
And you turn the guy around, turn the guy sideways when you're like that.
How about our leader, Michael McDowell? Here's his radio.
Turn everything off, coming to 1 to go, but we have plenty of laps to make it here. I mean, we're damn near going to be green, white, checkered, and if you save everything here, I think we're going to make it.
1 lap to go, sponsored by Credit One Bank.
This is the one you want to lead. If the caution comes out, it's over.
Hocevar in the wall, turned around in front of the field. Around goes Jones. Ricky Stenhouse to the front. Elliott around the outside.
Still green.
Reddick on the bottom. Reddick, Elliott.
The help's on the outside. Here comes Chase Elliott. Can it be?
Yeah,
Chase Elliott.
Stuck in the middle with no help.
Zane Smith with him. On the bottom is Tyler Reddick. They come up single file. Zane Smith's going to have 1 shot at Chase Elliott, NASCAR champion, most popular driver, trying for the win, and Reddick to the top side. He's got help. Riley Herbst, his teammate. Reddick drops to the bottom. Alongside Elliott, in the wall goes Herbst, and Tyler Reddick comes to the line.
Wow.
A shower of sparks behind him.
Unbelievable.
Unreal.
Didn't really hear of him all day long until the last lap. Daytona proves yet once again it's all about the last lap.
That's the only lap that you have to lead. What a great job there by Tyler Reddick at the end. It all started right here when Tyler Reddick pushed Hocevar out to the lead, and then Reddick goes, or Hocevar goes to the top of the racetrack, off center again, and 47 pushing the 43 just shoves him out of the way because of the misalignment from the front of the pack. Now, I didn't know if the caution was going to come out right there or not, but Stenhouse had the lead for a second, and then we realized that it was going to stay green, and Chase Elliott looked like he had this race under control.
Well, he had the help, Kevin, and then all of a sudden that help stalls out, and look at the run off the bumper of Riley Herbst, the 35 car that Reddick gets. Now you got Zane Smith pushing as hard as he can on the 9. They come attached a little bit. I think Zane Smith slowed down a little bit to try to get some more energy to pass the 9. 45 thought better of it. Shoots high, goes around him. Now we're going low. Chase Elliott was a sitting duck. He really was. Then ends up getting wrecked right here. Big shot to the outside. Boom. That's a wild one, guys.
There's plenty of, that's quite a debris field from what happened. But there is your Daytona 500 champion, Tyler Reddick.
last year was really hard for all of us, hard for me. When you're a Cup driver and you get to this level and drive for Michael Jordan, you know, it's expected you win every single year. And for us to go on that drought that we did made us really look hard in the mirror, and just really proud of everyone on our Trumbo Casino Toyota Camry. Worked really, really hard in the offseason, and there was many points in this race where we weren't making decisions that we wanted to, but we just reset. And every opportunity that we got to resack, we went back at it, and just speechless. I didn't know if I'd ever win this race. It's surreal, honestly. And honestly, the best part is my son asked before the race, "Are you finally going to win this race?" And something about today just felt right.